Hello! Welcome to my first ever YouTube video. It took me a while.
Seriously?
So in today's video I'm gonna show you my room makeover, and yeah, a lot of people on TikTok have asked me to do a room tour, and I kept thinking of new ways to decorate my room, but now I'm finally satisfied with how it looks and I want to show you. So if you're here from TikTok, you probably saw some parts of my room, especially the walls, because they're always in the background. And as I said, a lot of people wanted me to make a room tour, so now you can finally see what the rest of my room looks like. So a lot of things have changed in my room. It was just, I needed this change because I just didn't feel comfortable in my room. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't organized, it was a mess. It's still sometimes a mess, but I try to clean it more often. But here's what it looked like before.
As you can see, I just pretty much put all the posters and pictures I had on my walls without any organization, and there were still a lot of empty spaces, and also my room was always a mess. That's what it looked like during online classes and redecorating.
And here's a short clip of how it looks now. I knew I needed to get new things, but at the same time I don't have that much money. So first thing I did was going to IKEA.
So these are the things I bought at IKEA. I didn't buy that much because I wanted to make the majority by myself. And I bought a lot of stuff with butterflies on them, so this became kind of the theme of my room. So I started with removing all the old paintings and pictures and drawings. And then I took the new things I bought at IKEA and changed them with the old ones. For example, this box. I'm absolutely obsessed with these vintage posters. Like, they look so cool and they make your room so much more aesthetic. I really like the cottagecore vibe, and I saw this rose in our living room and I decided to take it and hang it on my wall. And as you can see, with those vintage posters and flowers and just those brighter and more friendlier colors, your room is gonna look so much nicer and more like a fairy house. Okay, so I absolutely love the way vinyl records look, especially when they're painted, but I don't have any and I think they're pretty expensive and I don't want to ruin them, so I just printed them out. I searched for them on Pinterest, and then I took some carton and just cut it out in the same shape as the vinyl record. And I also cut out some of the flowers and put them on my wall as well. And like with all of the other posters and pictures, just go for some different shapes, but like make it look similar. As I already said, butterflies became the theme of my room, kind of, and here you can see all those little butterflies I cut out and put on my wall.
Boring!
I don't know how I got this idea, but I absolutely love it. So I just printed out all these butterflies and then I cut them out and put some tape on them at the back. Like, I rolled it like this and then put it on the back, and then press it against the wall, and there you go. And what would a teenager room be without a picture wall? So I found some old pictures and quotes from when I was probably 14, so they're kind of embarrassing, but I still chose to take them because I was too lazy to get new ones. And I kind of regret it, it's so bad. I can't even show you the worst ones.
You're not embarrassed. This is really embarrassing.
So let's move on with something better. I collected some flowers and put them between old papers from my schoolwork, and then I put my school books on them. And then they look like this. And I took some tape and rolled it between my fingers and put it on the back of the leaves and just pressed it against the wall. And I also wanted to put some album covers on my wall, and I decided to go for Lana's because I listen to a lot of her music, and I also put those little timestamps or whatever they're called underneath them, and yeah. I'm sure you all have seen those fairy lights, ivy decoration things before. I searched for the leaves on Pinterest, and then I printed them out and cut them. And then I put them with tape on the lights. So here are also some lights with light bulbs, and I think they're so pretty, but I wanted to make them a little more special, so I painted some little flowers on them, and sadly one of the light bulbs got broken, but I fixed it with nail polish, and that's what they looked like in the end. I found these fake flowers in my room, and I had the idea to put them on the wall, and I just put nails in the wall and then put the flowers on them. But of course I also went to buy some real plants because I just think they make your room look so much more friendlier and nicer. You've probably seen some people decorating their room with the different moon phases, and I did that too. I just took some carton, drew on it, cut it out, and then put it over this board. And I also put some cute childhood pictures of me on the board. I'm probably a little late to this trend, but I ordered these fake plants and it took forever for them to arrive. It was so annoying, but I was so happy to finally have them, and I was actually expecting them to be like ivy leaves and not those regular leaves, but I'm okay with it because in the end I feel like those leaves fit kind of better in my room and the aesthetic of everything. So I'm glad that they don't look the way I expected them to look. I decided to put the leaves around my room like this, and I used tape to put them there. Honestly, tape is gonna be your best friend in your room makeover because I used it all over, and like it helps you with everything. So make sure to get some tape. I also think it's kind of funny how my outfit doesn't match my room at all, but that's on having different aesthetics at the same time. I also decided to put the leaves around my door and around my bed frame. As you saw in the beginning, I bought this thing for my lamp, but it didn't fit, and I decided to put the leaves around it, and I love the way it turned out. Lately, I've been seeing a lot of trends with candles, especially on TikTok, And I remembered that in elementary school we made candles and I never used them, but now I remembered and they were actually so pretty and colorful, and yeah, I had just had to use them. I also found this champagne bottle from my 18th birthday. And no, this is not a flex, like I never drink champagne. It was just something special my mom bought for my 18th birthday. And I didn't want to throw it away, so now I can put a candle in it. I also found an old candle holder, which I had to clean with this knife, and then I put the candle in it, but there was too much space between the candle and the candle holder, so I just put some candle wax from another candle in the gap. And then I got bored, but playing with candle wax is actually kind of fun, and I started to mix the colors of the candle, which I cut smaller before to make the bottom of the candle holder look a little bit better and not that ugly, and it worked a little bit. I also found this super cute sunflower candle and I just put it to the others. Then I did some cleaning and my desk area was finally done. I originally planned on doing one of these album glass covers, but my glass broke. So I had to do something else, and I decided to take one of the pieces and I bought a white pen and I put the glass over the picture and then I just painted over the glass, and that's what it looked like. And who would have guessed it, I printed out even more butterflies. I'm the only person in my family that has a printer, and I'm just glad that my mom pays for the ink because my sister needs it for her schoolwork, because otherwise I would have never printed out that much. So my plan was to make the butterflies hang down from my ceiling, and I took some thread and a needle, and then you just have to fold the butterfly so it has a better shape. With the needle you go through both wings and make a knot with both of the ends of the thread. And then just cut off the shorter side. And there you go, and now you just need more tape to put them on your ceiling. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take you forever to cut out all of the butterflies. Like, it took me so long, I got so annoyed. The needle and everything, and it just took so long, but it's so worth it. There were still some places which looked kind of empty, like this space, or also that space. And we had a third space which looked empty, this space, yeah. So what are we gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna print out some more butterflies. Because the one side of my room is more yellow, orange, brown themed, I also chose those kind of butterflies. And because the other side is more brighter and it's not that colorful, so I decided to go with those white butterflies. I then decided to also buy some flowers, and I had these bottles at home, which I think are so beautiful. I mean, look at them, they have those maple leaves on the sides, and I just think they're really pretty. I really like the way it turned out, and especially when the sun shines and the glass looks just so pretty. And flowers like these are not that expensive. I mean, it depends where you buy them, but I bought mine at the grocery store and they were like $1.99. Wow, I can't believe I'm finally done. I spent so much time with this room makeover. Like, I started at the beginning of 2020 and now it's March 2021. But when it comes to things like that, I lose motivation all the time. So in case you're planning on doing a room makeover, don't stress yourself and like Give yourself time. People don't do it in a week or a day. I mean, some people may do it like this, but I didn't, and that's okay. Because when you're stressing yourself, it takes all the fun away, and decorating your room is actually so fun, and you can relieve a lot of stress by doing it. But also with time, you'll have more ideas how to decorate your room. At least it was like this for me, because the more time I spent on doing it, I just got better ideas and more inspiration and found more things online. So please don't stress yourself out too much. This should be a fun thing to do. And I know that it's especially hard for people with mental health issues to even get out of bed some days. Like, I feel you, like I'm struggling with depression and anxiety, and I think that's part of the reason why it took me over a year. Wow, it really took a year, but I made it, and that's what's important. And I really like the way my room turned out. And I know it can be overwhelming to see people online doing things so easily and in a short time. It seems like it, at least. But as I just told you, this video was literally made over a year. So you can do it too. And if it takes you longer, that's totally okay. Take your time and have fun. While editing, I realized that I forgot to film a lot of things, like things I did in my room and I changed. But if you have any questions on how I did certain things, just comment them and I'll be happy to answer them. But besides the things I showed you, I probably just put some paintings and drawings on my walls and some pictures I had. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you get inspired now to do your room makeover, I would love to see it. So if you do it, just send me pictures on Instagram or tag me, and yeah, I would love to see it. And this is what it looks like at night when I turn all the lights on. I didn't show this before, but I just put lights around my bed like I did with the plants, and that's what it looked like. I just really like the atmosphere my room has when all the fairy lights are on, and it just gives you this cozy vibe and you just really feel comfortable, and I never really had that before in my room, so I'm really happy about that. I also think that candles give you this warm feeling, and I'm definitely planning on getting more. I've also never been the type to invite my friends over to my place. I just felt really embarrassed because my room was never really something I liked. And also I live in a really small apartment with my mom and my sister, and there's just really not that much space, so I was always kind of embarrassed because all my friends had like big apartments or a house, and I always felt like I would be judged if I showed people the way I lived, so I never did. But now I'm getting way more comfortable, and especially after this room makeover, and also I know that my friends would never judge me. Now I just hope that I don't let my room become messy again, but I'll try my best. And I'm already so excited for the lockdown to be over and my friends can finally come and see my room.
Now I just feel so much more comfortable in my room, and it gives me those kind of fairy vibes, and I just love it. Oh, by the way, if you're here from TikTok, comment it because I want to know how you found my channel or my videos. So even if you're not here from TikTok, just comment how you got to this video. Yeah, I'm curious. I created this account probably a few weeks ago, and it already got followers even though I didn't post anything, but I think they all came from TikTok, and I just want to thank you so much for finding me interesting enough to already subscribe to me on YouTube. So thank you.
I forgot to film an outro, but I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!